This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so Big Baby Jarrell Miller has said that outside fighting those with belts, i.e. a Tyson Fury, a Alexander Usyk, that he would like to fight Anthony Joshua. With a belt, without a belt, he would still love to fight Anthony Joshua, where he feels Anthony Joshua is somewhat overhyped, overrated, and he always felt that as soon as somebody came to win against a Anthony Joshua, Joshua was going to lose. He felt that he was going to beat Anthony Joshua, all that kind of good stuff. But of course, as we all know, the PEDs got in the way of that one. Now, really when you look at it, you see, it's funny when people say that about Anthony Joshua, because those who say that, you always have to ask the question, could they, as in this particular case as well, could Big Baby Jarrell Miller, could he defeat those on Anthony Joshua's resume? A couple he could, of course, like a Eric Molina and what have you, but could he beat a Dillian White, a Joseph Parker, a Alexander Povetkin, a Vladimir Klitschko, a Andy Ruiz Jr.? Could he beat these people? You wouldn't favour him in any of those fights, would you? You wouldn't. Of course, a couple of fighters that Joshua's fought, yes, you probably would favour. I said Eric Molina and a Charles Martin, for example. Even then, with Charles Martin, you never know. But it's interesting. I mean, is that a fight that Anthony Joshua would be interested in? I don't know. I really don't know. But unfortunately, the PEDs, the multiple PEDs that they found in Big Baby Jarrell Miller's system, put an end to that fight. Now, would you be interested in watching that? If Joshua said, you know what, my next fight is going to be against Miller, and we're going to do it in America, would you watch it? I think a lot of people would. And I think a lot of people would, because whether people like Joshua or not, I think a lot of people would love to see Joshua put him out because of what happened. Now, Miller, he's taking credit for the somewhat demise of Anthony Joshua, or words to that effect, by saying that, because of all of that, people like Andy Ruiz Jr. got a win over him. Usyk beat him twice, and a lot of it comes from when Jarrell Miller put it on him at the press conference, where he shoved him and said all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, none of them needed any kind of PEDs in their system. They didn't. And yeah, okay, Anthony Joshua, he has lost. He's lost twice to Usyk. Why is that such a big deal? What, is Usyk a bum? Is he no good? Really? Okay. Andy Ruiz Jr., yeah, he lost. Okay. That was a last-minute replacement because Miller tested positive for PEDs, where Joshua did try and get other opponents in there, like a Luis Ortiz, for example, who turned down 7 million, Adam Kaunaki, who turned down 6 or 7 million, and it was Andy Ruiz Jr. He stepped up. Heavyweight boxing, one punch changes everything. And that's ultimately what happened. Joshua became the first person to actually drop Ruiz. Now, people will say that it's made him a little bit gun-shy. Maybe. But I think he needed to be gun-shy. Because that was always going to happen at some point. When you go in there, when you chin up in the air, looking for the knockout, at some point, someone's going to land before you. So you do need that defensive game. Tyson Fury realised that a long time ago. He realised that a long time ago. You have to win the rounds and you have to be defensively smart. Now Joshua is. But Big Baby Jarrell Miller, but who's he really beat? You know, since the fact that he fell for those PEDs against Anthony Joshua, he was given an olive branch, if you like, by Top Rank, and failed another test for, what was it, a couple of the same substances, was it not? Now he's on a bit of a comeback trail where he's having to go fight Bracamonte in Argentina and these kind of level fighters. He is ranked in the top 15 by the WBA now. That's bizarre. That is bizarre. But ultimately, Anthony Joshua, he doesn't have the belts to dictate to him, or the sanctioning bodies to dictate to him who he can and who he can't fight next, and what kind of time frame he has to do it, how much split he has to give the opponents, because he's not champion anymore. Now he can fight whoever he wants, whenever he wants, and offer them whatever he wants. Maybe Miller might be one of those. And as I said before, I'd like to see Anthony Joshua do a bit of globetrotting. Travel around to a few different countries and fight people in their own country. So maybe Big Baby Jarrell Miller could be one if he wants to go back to America. Take on an American in America. go to Nigeria and take on F.A. Jagba, go to China, take on Zhilei Zhang, Croatia, Filip Perkovic, and so forth. I'd like to see Joshua do that. I really would. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see what the plan is for Joshua. As I asked you before, would you be interested in a Miller fight? Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you next video.